Yo, audit the audit. I saw the title of the video say cop plants drugs on her own body cam. Weird wording, but I know exactly what it means. Yo, we finna watch this shit. I know this shit gonna be good.
Welcome to Audit the Audit, where we sort out the who and what and the right and wrong of police interactions. This episode will be somewhat different from our normal format and is a collaboration with our second channel, Audit the Court. Today, we will be uncovering both body cam footage from a police encounter here on ATA and the subsequent trial resulting from that encounter on Audit the Court. It is extremely rare to acquire footage that documents a police interaction from the initial stop to the final verdict. And a special thanks to the R Tallahassee YouTube channel for making this collaboration possible. You can find a link to their channel, along with the Audit the Court episode in the description and in the pinned comment down below. And now, let's dive right in. On May 7th, 2023, Officer Kirsten Oliver of the Tallahassee Police Department initiated a traffic stop on Florida driver Calvin Riley Sr. for allegedly driving without headlights at a high rate of speed. The interaction that followed was captured on officer body camera.
Not first off, I know I always got to be like an initial like. As soon as I see this shit, like that's the worst place to pull over ever. Why the fuck would you pull over in the middle of the road? There's a side of the road right there.
Hello, sir. I'm Officer Oliver with Tallahassee Police Department. Do you have your driver's license, registration, insurance?
There's a reason why you slowed me down.
Yes, sir. So you don't have any headlights on, and you're going really fast down Monroe Street.
Headlight, my headlights automatically on when I'm driving.
They're not on right now.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, no problem. Because
See, hold on. That was a. He's like, are you sure about that? It kind of looked like he looked up and was like, they might be off.
I'm coming from West Brevard Street, one of him and my brother.
Okay.
My name is Calvin Riley Sr.
Okay. Do you have a driver's license?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Can you get that for me?
I can't find him right now.
Where's your wallet at?
I don't really carry a wallet.
You don't carry a wallet at all? Where do you carry your money at?
That's some type of old man right there. That's some type of old man. I literally ran into one the other day. Carry they shit in a paper clip. Old school way. No wallet. He got a little bit of cash and all his cards and ID right in a paper clip in his pocket.
Bank.
A bank? Okay. How do you pay for things? On your phone? Okay, I gotcha. No problem. I'll write down your information. You said Calvin Riley? I can take that. Perfect. Senior?
Yes.
What's your date of birth, sir? Okay. So I'll just want to go ahead and show you. So right now you just have your parking lights on. So if you switch them to, that's your auto. Now they're on. Okay. Sit tight for me, okay? 17759.
Okay, his shit was off. It was a legit stop. His shit was off.
Okay, when you're done with your stop, can you have a remind, please?
Officer
She said, when you're done with your stop, could you come over to mine? At this point, there's no problem. So like, what why are you calling back up real softly too? You didn't even radio it in. It was like over a phone call. Like, hey, after you get done with your stop, could you come over here? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. Hey, bro, she knows she finna do some
Margaret Muth
bullshit. That's
arrives,
what I
and
mean.
Officer Oliver asks her to talk to Mr. Riley and look for signs of intoxication.
He don't seem intoxicated at all. Just from my interaction, looking at him, talking to him, I haven't talked to him. Just from looking at the body cam, he is no indication of any type of alcohol or drugs or anything.
I feel like
He's
I'm getting
speaking
some
very fine.
but I'm not 100% sure. I can't really smell anything right now. Do you think you can just talk to him?
I can't really smell anything right now. AKA, I can't say that I smell something. I can't smell nothing because there's fucking nothing. That's the crazy part. There's absolutely fucking nothing in there. I know for a fact, dude
He's
ain't
like
got
looking
shit.
everywhere for his like ID, and he's like looking up here and pulling out papers and like looking around and everything. He says he doesn't carry a wallet. I said, how do you have money? He goes, the bank. And I said, okay, well, he's just not making a lot of sense.
That made complete sense. I don't rock a wallet. I'm an old man. I keep my shit in my bank. You see my cell phone right there? I can tap pay for whatever the fuck I want to. Like, I don't need a wallet. Like, there's no need to carry a wallet no more. Like, if you think about it, but I can't do that, you know, because I can't rely on a digital source. My shit might die, my shit might break or something, and damn, that's my whole livelihood. My card, my damn ID, my social security card, all of that shit in one place. Yeah.
Have lights on. He's flying down Monroe Street, and when I went to pull him over, he like started to get over and then came back over and then like is kind of like hovering and then stopped. Okay. So if you'll just see.
Okay, you got that last part. He was doing some weird shit and stopped in the middle of the road. All right, cool. Keep going.
Yeah, if you can see anything.
In the Win with Zen sweepstakes, you can get a chance to win $100,000. But there's more than one way to win with Zen. Here's how it works. For 5 weeks until November.
Hey there. I'm Officer News. I'm not the officer who stopped you. The officer that stopped you wants to know if you still live over off the Boulevard Street.
Just a family house.
It's a family house? Okay, so do you still live there? Okay.
Bro. But that's where you like lay your head to sleep at night. Where the fuck does that matter, bro? People in this fucking single household mindset, bro. I tried to go buy a fucking gun. And these motherfuckers tell me, and I'm like, I give them my ID. Okay, yeah, I fucked up. I give them my ID. And I write down the address on the firearms registry, fucking, who is it? The fucking, not NRA, National Gun Registry, or, you know, whoever the fuck that is. You know, I went to go put my address down, but instead of putting my address that's on my ID that I always use, that I use for everything because it's my fucking grandma's house and I've always used that, you know, they denied my shit. They told me I had to literally go and get my ID changed because I put the wrong address on that shit. And I'm like, but I stay in both places. It's like owning two houses. Like, how can you tell me I can't buy this gun if I own two houses and this is the house I sleep at. I sleep at this house sometime too. What you talking about where I lay my head at night? I go sleep over there whenever the fuck I want to. It's my grandma's house. Where I spend majority of my time at work, bitch. Fucking work, bitch. I can't use their address as my fucking place. Nah. Where I spend most of my time at fucking work. No lie. Like, no fucking lie at all. I'll put in, you know, 8-9 hours at work. Come home and sleep for 5-6. And go back out and do shit, you know. So I literally spent more time at my job that week than I did at my fucking bed sleeping.
That's where you like lay your head to sleep at night. Okay, where are you coming from tonight?
Don't matter.
The north side.
The north side? Where were you at?
Don't matter.
Pockets? Did you have anything to drink while you were at Pockets?
Couple beers.
Oh no.
Okay.
Okay, so bro was drinking. He was drinking, y'all. Damn. She was spot on with that observation.
I got you. Just hang tight in the car for me. The other officer's gonna be back with you in just a minute, okay? Yeah, he said he's coming from Pockets and he had beers at Pockets. Oh, he didn't tell me that? I asked him that because he originally said the north side and I said we're out on the north side and he said Pockets. So he told me he's coming from Brevard Street. Holy crap, this scared me. So he did say he had beers at Pockets? Yeah. Do you get any other indications? I mean, his speech is slurred and he's got the watery bloodshot eyes and I do have
damn, bro.
beer.
My bro is up here. Fuck. He ain't my bro, but I mean, he fucked up.
Really
They finna
quick,
pull him
do me a
out, do
favor
a
and just shut off your car
sobriety.
and set the keys on the dash for me.
I kind of forgot what type of stop this was.
Thank you, sir.
I was like, damn, bro, you might actually get caught with
So
this
I
DUI.
want to go more into the
But that
bills
ain't what
that
the
you said
fucking
you
title
had.
said.
Yeah. Would you be
They should have
willing
put
to
a
do
different
some
title because now I knew what
voluntary field
happened.
sobriety exercises?
It won't be my title won't exactly be like that.
No.
I had 2 beers, and that's what it is.
I'll make the title
Okay.
like
Here, go ahead and step out of the vehicle for us.
Cop frames old black man or something.
Borrow the car for us. Your license is suspended, so we're gonna.
No problem.
Oh, suspended license 2
So should I
OG.
call somebody to come pick my car up?
Yeah, we'll get to that. Just give me a second, okay?
Operating, no license, and you drank. Like it don't matter if
And
you
my
are.
license.
You knew your license was suspended?
It don't matter even if you. It don't even matter if you are below the legal limit for drinking. You're still not supposed to be on the roadway. So the fact that you're on the roadway is unlicensed and drinking, that's they're gonna hit you with that. They might
That's why
actually
you
lock
didn't
you up
have
on
your
that.
ID on you.
Like usually cops don't lock you up like that. I was in California, coming from work, and I get pulled over as soon as I leave the parking lot. He pulled me over, but it's Cali though, bro. It's fucking Cali, so you know I got nothing but fucking bud on me. I had just took my fucking mandatory 30-minute break and shit. I had to go and look. They made me took my fucking. But that's another weird ass thing, man. If anybody know about them California work laws, I love them. But that mandatory 30-minute break was weird. You know, I ain't never I'm from Louisiana. I ain't never experienced that. That working 100 hours with no break. Shit. I get to there and you got to take a mandatory 30-minute break. What is it like? Every 4 hours? A 30-minute every 4 hours? That got annoying after a while. And when a person like me who's just so used to working and moving constantly to have to stop and then go take a break. Like one time we were so busy, it's 10 o'clock, we close. It's time for me to go home. They like, all right, clock out, go take your break. You can't legally leave here without taking your break because you worked your entire shift. You know? And really, it's a mandatory 30 and an optional 2 20-minute breaks. So really, I could have took that whole hour break and just came back, went home, rolled some blunt, smoked up, came back and clocked out. That's literally what I did. But instead of going home and do that, I went right to the truck, rolled up, smoked for like 20 minutes, and I went right in and clocked out and left. But as I'm doing that, as soon as I pull out the parking lot from my job, the cop pulled me over. Woo woo. I'm like, ah, shit. But at this point, it had been like 20 minutes since I had smoked, so I didn't think much of it. He pulled me over and I cracked that window. Man, why a billow of fucking smoke just come out the car and hit him in the face. He just take it like. He looked away and was like, you got your license and registration? And he was like, he was like, when the last time you smoked? And I'm already knowing, I'm decently well with the rules and shit. I already know, you ain't finna catch me up on no DWI in California, cuz. I'm telling you, I'm like, nah, it's been like at least like 3 hours since I smoked, you know what I mean? It's been like at least 3-4 hours, I went on a break. I literally look in the officer in his eye. I went on a break. I hotboxed my car because it was cold. It was a little cool outside around then. And then I went back in, clocked out. I went back in, I told him I went back in, finished my work, and then I left. But the whole time, the car windows was up, so the smoke just stayed in there. So I just got in and pulled off, and I'm like, you saw me. I'm pretty sure from the angle that you came at me, you saw me leaving that parking lot. You saw me leaving right there where I work at. So you can't see me and be like, oh, he lying. No, I literally just left out and clock out. Look at my clock out slip, bro. Like, fucking 2 minutes ago because I just pulled out of the parking lot for you pulling me over. So I get out there, I had done lost my license on the way there. I think I lost my license in like Nevada or some shit. No, not even Nevada. I lost my license in Arizona. Fucking Benson, Arizona. I lost my license in fucking Benson, Arizona. Bitch ass, podunk ass town. A car broke down out there. But look, I'm gonna get back to the video. But look, the thing is, I got pulled over. I ain't have my license out there. But they couldn't do nothing. Yeah, I don't have my license, but they can't look me up. So they just told me, all right, you can't drive this car off, but I'm gonna go drive that way. And he went drove off and shit. I drove off too, shit. He knew all I had was weed on me. So I'm good in California. I'm a fucking law-abiding citizen.
First of all, my ID is at my job because I was at work and they were finding my lock.
Hey,
A lot of hype around this new
boy,
program. It's
yo,
called
face.
After Mr. Riley refuses to participate in voluntary field sobriety testing, the officers place him in handcuffs for driving on a suspended license. Section 322.34 of the Florida statutes makes it a misdemeanor offense to drive with a suspended license if the driver knew of the suspension. However, the offense is only a non-criminal moving violation if the driver was not aware of the suspension.
I say that shit every time, bro. When I ain't have my license, bro, I got pulled up. I got my shit straight, fully straight, baby. Fully straight when paid like 2 bands and flags, bro. Like, no lie. Crazy. But
According to Tallahassee PD General Order 76,
Oh yeah. So I always say I don't know. Of course, you can't tell
on
me that I
traffic
know
and parking
unless you
enforcement,
was the officer that
officers
pulled
may
me
only
over.
issue a citation or warning for a non-criminal traffic law violation, whereas either a physical arrest or citation
Uncle's
is
being
permitted
too
for criminal
honest.
traffic law violations.
If he would've been like,
Therefore,
"What?
if Mr. Riley truly did
Suspend?"
not know that his license was suspended, as he claimed, arresting him would have been contrary to policy, as the offense would only be a traffic infraction. However, the officers would have acted within their authority if they had probable cause to believe that he was aware of the suspension.
Not the double female team, bro. That's always trouble, bro. I can't honestly say that I would feel secure with 2 women officers showing up to any situation. And I'm not being weird, I'm not, Just at any situations, what can they do? They physically can't demand, respect. Like, yeah, you got a gun. That's the most you can do is shoot somebody.
Which would make the offense a criminal misdemeanor.
Come on, Calvin. We're gonna walk over here. Thank you, sir. Come on.
I'm gonna get your car for you in a sec, or your phone for you in a second.
Don't worry about that. Just close the door. Close the door.
No, just leave it just like that.
No.
No, come on, Mr. Riley, let's go.
All right. Don't worry about the phone.
Mr.
Yeah,
Riley,
that's
I
all I
have a
want
quick
you to do.
question
Close
for
the
you.
door.
Problem.
So I smelled marijuana in your vehicle. Did you recently smell?
No, let me tell you something, man.
Stand right here.
Let me tell you something.
Stand
I
right
don't know. You heard what she just said. She smelled marijuana, right?
Yeah.
I don't even smoke. So
Okay.
what? But you come with that. That's little flow.
Okay.
This right
Do you
here.
have a medical marijuana card?
No, I don't smoke nothing.
Have you recently smoked pen?
I don't smoke nothing.
Okay.
So you try that bullshit. That's my money right there for my job.
I got you.
So
I'm
let
not
me
paying
tell
on
you
to it.
something. You see the back of my shirt? What that show? I show you I'm a barber. You understand what I'm saying? So what you're saying is you smell marijuana. You're alive. So I want to show you something.
Straight up, OG. Call him on that shit.
All right, go ahead and sit down in my car for me,
You
okay?
fucking liar.
You got me
I
little gloss
don't
in my
smoke
mouth.
I got
nothing.
Okay.
Thank you.
Since you smell marijuana,
Yeah, go ahead and sit down.
what's your name?
Officer Oliver, go ahead and sit down for me.
Yeah.
Calvin, sit down for us.
I will.
Go ahead and log him in, bro. He logging him in. Bro smart.
Sit
Bro
down.
smart. He logging him in.
It's not the reason I stopped you. For your lights. Yes, sir, and
Okay.
you're speeding.
But I was speeding.
Yes.
I got a track on my.
Okay,
Yeah, exactly. I wasn't speeding. I had a tracker on my
just
shit.
watch your foot, okay?
And you smell marijuana. He know.
Wow, he reeks about.
He knows some bullshit is at foot, and then they immediate. Oh, he reeks of marijuana. I mean, alcohol. He reeks about the alcohol. Fucking alcohol.
Is there enough, like, before that? That's weird. It's got, like, gum and a napkin.
Yeah, it's where you spit your shit, you dumb.
Alright, well.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll
Gum and a
go through
napkin.
this first and then.
Parents of children who play Roblox. If your child was
Yeah, watch the
sexually
Roblox.
exploited, abused, or pressured to share
After claiming that she smells marijuana and placing Mr. Riley in the police cruiser,
Oh
Officer
no. Oh no. Oh no, G. I was literally just saying he don't smoke. Maybe that's not his car. Maybe he shares
Oliver
car.
begins to search Mr. Riley's vehicle. Historically, courts have consistently held that the odor of cannabis alone provides law enforcement with probable
Not in
cause
Louisiana. Not in Louisiana no more. They don't. I promise you, they do not do that shit no more. The odor of marijuana is not admissible in court anymore. So what they do nowadays to get you pulled over and get you out the car, keep your motherfucking license plate light lit, motherfucker, because they will pull you over and tell you, hey, you know, your license plate light is out. Hey, hop out the car. Let me show you. And then, blah, you out the car already, looking at the back of your car like, damn, my license plate light out. Got your ass. You know, they hit me with one time. It was like, we pulled you over because we had reports that a car with this description was reported in a hit and run. But we confirmed it's not it. Could we see your license and register? What the fuck, bro? Like, how the fuck you go from, oh, we thought this was a stolen vehicle, or we thought this was a fucking hit and run vehicle, but it's not. Give me your license and registration since you already stopped this shit. Let me run you real quick. What? That shit is crazy. That shit is the same amount. That shit is the same as fucking, oh, I smell weed when ain't no fucking weed been nowhere near.
conduct a warrantless vehicle search. For instance, in the 1985 case of United States versus Johns, the U.S. Supreme Court determined that the distinct smell of marijuana gives officers probable cause to believe that a vehicle contains contraband. However, the evolving legal status of marijuana has complicated this rule, and some courts have acknowledged that the traditional approach may no longer apply. In Florida, recreational marijuana remains illegal, but medical marijuana and hemp have been legalized. Well, against that backdrop, the 5th District Court of Appeal of Florida concluded in the 2024 case of Baxter versus State that odor alone is insufficient to establish probable cause for a warrantless search. Now, by contrast, the 2nd District Court of Appeal of Florida ruled in the 2021 case of Owens versus State that despite the legalization of hemp and medical marijuana, the smell of marijuana emanating from a vehicle continues to provide probable cause for such a search. Because the Florida Supreme Court has not yet resolved the conflicts between these districts, and Tallahassee lies within the 1st District, which is not bound by either decision, it remains unclear whether a court would find that Officer Oliver's claim of smelling marijuana justified her search of the vehicle under the 4th Amendment.
Hey, there's vodka in his seat, like right here in a pouch in his seat.
Oh no.
Vodka
Okay, it's
was
full bottle.
In this
Fuck
pouch
outta
in
here.
his seat.
Bro, a drinker. He say, I don't smoke a thing.
Huh? And you can just charge him with DWSR.
If you wanted to finish searching,
The what?
talk to him about the signal run stuff.
Yeah.
Driving while license revoked. Okay. DWLR. Driving while license revoked. Okay. What the fuck did she do with that water? She didn't drink it. Oh, she poured it to smell it. Okay.
While searching Mr. Riley's vehicle, Officer Oliver discovers a full, unopened bottle of alcohol. She then proceeds to break the seal, dump out some of the contents, and then throw the bottle into the passenger seat. Under Section 918.13 of the Florida statute.
What the fuck? That's fucked up, bro. And then she gonna say, now you got an open container. Bro, that shit was sealed. No drink, no sip out of it. He might have was gonna fuck with that when he got to the house, but that was no seal broken on that, bro. She opened it and poured it out. I thought that was the water bottle.
It is a 3rd-degree felony for an individual to alter evidence to reduce its accuracy or reliability, or if they knowingly create, present, or use false evidence in a legal proceeding or law enforcement investigation. Here, if Officer Oliver opened a sealed liquor bottle, poured out the liquid, and then placed the bottle in Mr. Riley's car in order to create the impression it had been there all along, her actions actions could certainly constitute a violation of this statute. However, Officer Oliver would later provide a different explanation for her conduct, which we will discuss further in the second part of this episode on Audit the Court.
The kennel will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned.
No,
If
we
you
talking
cannot-
about marijuana and
So I
smoking.
want to ask you questions
and
about the
my
alcohol.
lights. Ain't nobody no
cannot afford to
alcohol.
hire-
You say you stopped me for my lights was off. Then she said she stopped me for smelling marijuana. That's two different stories. So alcohol is beside the point. The point is I told you I had 2 bills. And she over here saying one thing about she smelled marijuana. How can you smell marijuana? You 4 blocks away from me, and then you say you stopped me from my lights was off. Okay, cool. No problem. We'll deal with this later. Whatever.
Yeah, we deal with this
Can
in
I
court.
speak
We,
to
OG know
Calvin?
how it
You
works.
can say what you want. I
Okay.
said what I said. It is what it is.
If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer,
Hey,
one
man.
will be appointed to
Hey,
represent you
hey,
before
hey,
any
say
questioning
what
if
you
you
want.
wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights to not answer
Say
any
what you
questions or
want.
make any statements.
Say what you want.
Do you
Say what
understand
you
each
want.
of these rights as I have explained them
Say
to
what you want. I asked you to get my phone so I can make a phone call to my people. Let them know what's going on. You said you get my phone.
We have your phone.
No, I said, asked you, can you get my phone so I can call them? And you
Okay.
said you would. So I'm sitting here,
Okay,
and
see-
she said she smelled marijuana. You said you stopped me because my lights was off. That's two different stories. So it's all good.
I told you
It's
I
all
was not
good.
the officer who
It's all
stopped you.
good, man. Just get my phone so I can
Okay.
call my people so they'll know to come and get
Okay,
me.
so we're
and we'll
not-
go from there, and you made a bad deal. That's how I go. And you say you smell marijuana,
Hey.
you're a silly person.
Hey, Calvin.
You're a silly person. 'Cause I don't even
Calvin.
smoke. I don't even smoke. You're a silly person. You use that same technological that they used in the old days. You don't smell no marijuana on me. You're a liar.
Hey, Calvin.
You ain't smell no marijuana.
OG. Cook, OG, cook. He know for a fact that he don't smoke, so it don't matter. He
Why
know
you a
for a
liar?
fact.
Calvin.
You're a liar. You don't even be on police officer. You're a liar.
Because we're not
You use that
acknowledging
for an
Miranda.
excuse. You use that for an excuse to do what you want to do, to search. You ain't search because no, you ain't got nothing.
Hey,
Because I don't smoke
Calvin.
weed. I don't do no drugs.
Calvin.
You're a liar. You
Calvin.
say you smell marijuana. Why you record that? I don't give a about my phone. Give me my phone. Let me call my lady so she can come. That's right.
No,
Because you're a
not
liar.
right now. Not right
You're a liar. You say you smell marijuana. You're a liar.
Calvin, I have to ask
She said she stopped me because my light was. I understand that.
Calvin, I
And
have
she
to
asked me where I
ask
was
you
going.
a
I
question,
told her where I
okay?
was going to my property down the road.
I'm now requesting
But you
that you
said-
submit to a lawful test of your breath for the
I ain't-
purpose
I
of
ain't
determining its
gonna
alcohol
listen to
content.
nothing.
Will you
No,
take the
no,
test?
you going from 1 to 2 to 3.
Will you
I
take
ain't
the
doing
test?
nothing. I ain't doing nothing till I
This is
speak
for-
to a
this
lawyer.
is for the
I ain't
DUI.
doing nothing
Okay.
till I talk to a lawyer.
If you refuse the test,
I ain't
have
doing nothing
requested-
till I talk to
I
a
have
lawyer.
to read this
I
to
ain't
you,
doing nothing till I
okay?
talk to a
I have
lawyer.
to read this
I
to
ain't
you.
doing nothing till I talk to a
If you
lawyer.
refuse to
You got
take
your
the
cam
test, I
on?
have requested
I ain't
of you.
doing nothing
Your
till I
driving
talk to a
privilege-
lawyer. Don't touch me.
Stay in
You
the
assaulted
car.
me.
Okay,
I'm in the
stay-
car. I'm in the car. You got me cuffed. I'm sitting in the seat. I'm in the car. That's right. Close the door.
Looking to hire someone to help you with your
He
SEO?
cooked them
According
off
to
real quick,
Ahrefs,
bro.
your
Made him
company
close
is
the
charged
door.
2,000
That's what I mean. 2 women officers. She trying to sit here and go back and forth, bro. Just sit here and tell him the shit. Either he acknowledged that he heard it or not, but you on recording that you told it to him. It don't matter if he was shouting over it or not.
Okay.
Now give me my phone so I can call my lady.
Hey, if you refuse
Give
to
me
take the
my
test I have
phone.
requested of you,
Give
your
me
driving
my
privilege will be
phone.
suspended
Give me
for a
my
period of
phone.
1 year for the
Give
first
me my
refusal.
phone.
His shit's
For
already
18 months
suspended.
of your driving privilege
His
will be
shit's already
previously
suspended.
Give
You know,
me
so
my phone.
that
Or if you
literally
have been
won't do
Give me my
nothing.
previously fined under
phone.
statute
Give me my phone. Give me my phone so I can call my
327.35215
people.
for
Give me
refusing
my
to
phone.
submit
Hey,
to a lawful test of your
are you
breath,
on
urine,
this
or
call?
blood.
Are you on the call?
Additionally, if
Are
you
you
refuse to take the
on this
test I have
call?
requested of you,
So that
and if your
means
driving
you
privilege
didn't
has been
smell.
suspended,
That means
or if
she
you
a
have been
liar.
previously
And
fined
you
under
going along with that. You don't need to be wearing that badge. You
for
are.
a refusal to submit to
Oh,
a
what
lawful
that
test of
tattoo
your
mean
breath,
right there?
urine, or blood.
You got 2.
You will be committing
Oh,
a misdemeanor
you
in
got some
addition
more
to
there
any
too?
other penalties which can be imposed by law.
I don't understand that.
Refusal
I don't
to
understand
submit
that. I don't
to the
understand
test I
that.
have requested is admissible
I
into
don't
evidence
understand
in any
that,
criminal
Marina
proceeding.
Wright.
Do you?
I don't understand none of that.
Do you still
No,
refuse to submit to the
I don't
test?
understand none of that. I don't understand none of what you're talking about. Because right now, how y'all just did, that's unconstitutional.
I'm requesting that you take
I
a
don't
breath
understand none of
test.
that. I don't understand none of that.
Okay. This is going to be processed
You,
as a
I don't understand none of
refusal.
that. You said 3 different charges. That's bull. Now record that.
It's all on camera.
That's right. Because you're a liar. You're a liar. And you going along with your partner, she's a liar.
We gotta do something.
Because I don't even smoke weed. I don't smoke no drugs. I don't do no drugs. None of that. I told you where I was coming from. I told you I was going. And she said she smoked weed. She a liar.
I did not find any marijuana.
You're a liar. You're a liar.
Do you want to call your lady?
You're a liar. I can't call nobody with my
I can put it in
handcuffs.
for you.
I can't call nobody with my handcuffs.
I can put it in for you.
I can't call nobody with my handcuffs.
Okay, if you don't let me know the number, then I'm not going to call her, and
You
I'm
a
going
liar.
to call
You know
a tow
that.
truck
You don't
for your
even need
vehicle.
to be on wearing that badge.
Did
You're
you
a
hear me?
liar. You say you smell
Did you hear
marijuana.
me?
You're a liar.
Are you listening?
And I'm gonna prove that.
I'm going to tow your
and
vehicle.
they're gonna fire you.
Okay?
They're gonna fire you because
Okay.
you're a liar.
I'm going to call a tow truck for your
You're
vehicle,
a liar.
okay?
You're messing
If
with
we
the
move
wrong
into the back
person.
of my car.
Run the tiller tight and you messing with the wrong person.
Get one more here.
759-281. Are you nearby?
68,
go ahead
born
and
and
call
raised, Tallahassee born.
I'm going to go ahead and call
Yeah.
her.
You move in.
Give me the
and
keys
you
real quick.
want to be
Someone
this
said
and
I'll
that and
catch
that, and you're a liar.
Hey, he's really combative, and we need to move him to her car. If you don't mind just helping us.
They had to call a man.
Come on, Buckle. We can get you in any problem. You get on your way, okay? Yes, sir.
Can you use my phone?
Yeah, you need to call somebody?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You cooperate with us, we're gonna work with you, okay?
No problem. Give him my phone. Please.
Okay, we'll get it. Sorry. We're gonna go to the passenger side.
Okay.
Right side. What do you need to call?
Can she give you my phone?
Yeah. Have a seat and I'll bring you the phone and we'll make the phone call here, okay?
No problem. Gotcha. I appreciate you cooperating with your colleague.
That was between driver's
Go ahead,
seat.
sir.
That was a little bottle of vodka that was between the driver's seat and the center console.
No, so he has a cover on his seat, and in the cover where like the knee would sit, there's an opening, and he had it like tucked.
Okay.
And then the whatever he had in his cup also smoked.
Yes, sir.
She lying like a bitch.
Yeah,
Thank you, lady.
So,
Ain't no so nothing. I'm through talking.
okay,
I'm
no,
through
so,
talking.
so,
No, I'm through talking.
okay, I just have to
No,
read
I'm
this to
through
you real
talking.
quick.
You don't gotta read nothing. I'm through
will
talking.
you just listen to
I'm
me,
through
please?
talking, ma'am. You can't
I'm
read
not
nothing to me.
requesting that you
I
submit
don't
a
want to
lawful
say
test of your
nothing.
breath
I
for
don't
the
want to
purpose
say
of
nothing
determining
to
its
you.
alcohol
I
content.
don't want to say nothing to you because
Will
you're
you
switching
take the
up
test?
three different scenarios that y'all went through since y'all started me. I don't want to talk to you about
Okay.
nothing.
Be-
What you
refusal
saying?
to submit
And
to the
you
test I
miss
have requested
a
is
liar
admissible in
because
the
I don't
evidence in
smoke.
any
I don't do
criminal
no
procedure.
drugs. And what you said,
Do you still
said
refuse to take
that
the
you
test?
stopped me because you
Calvin.
smell weed. My name is Calvin A. Riley Sr. I'm born and raised in
Go ahead, sit
Tallahassee,
back.
Florida.
Calvin,
Yeah,
sit
no, don't
back.
close the door
Watch
yet.
your head.
No,
Watch your
because you
head.
want to close the door now.
Watch your head.
I'm born and raised Leon County, Tallahassee, Florida. I'm
Calvin,
55
watch your
years
head.
old, and you are a liar. That's right. Bye.
Hey, bye. Let's get you.
Bye, bye, bye.
All right, we'll get you to jail, okay?
Bye.
All right.
That's about what happened the first time I
Did
tried
y'all
to read
search
it.
the car?
Yeah.
Okay, nothing in there?
No. Well, okay, so he had a bunch of alcohol stashed in there, but
Nothing open or anything?
yeah, open.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, got her. Fuck her. Send her up. She lied. This motherfucker ain't had shit open in there. He ain't have a goddamn thing open in there. He literally only had that fucking bottle and it was sealed to the top.
And then under his knee, he had a like little bottle of vodka tucked away. And he said he was coming from Pockets, and he had drinks at Pockets. So, but anytime I try to ask him anything about it, he gets like this. So he's mad because Oliver smelled weed when she first walked up to the car, and he said he doesn't smoke marijuana and he doesn't smoke hemp, so he's mad that we searched the car.
Here's how a
She
digital
done
store
fucked up
workstation
with
can
that one.
accelerate your
Was it
machine learning
open?
projects.
That was a
We
very
only
simple
use
question.
professional grade GPUs
Very
from
simple.
NVIDIA for stability and performance.
On May 9th, 2023, Mr. Riley was charged with driving under the influence and the misdemeanor offense of knowingly driving with a suspended license. In an affidavit supporting probable cause for the arrest, Officer Muth claimed that a search of Mr. Riley's vehicle yielded a small bottle of vodka that was opened, despite the fact that the bottle was sealed before Officer Oliver opened it and dumped out the contents. When body camera footage from Mr. Riley's case began circulating on social media, the Tallahassee PD issued a statement indicating that the department, quote-unquote, thoroughly reviewed the incident and did not find any evidence of misconduct. For more information about the conclusion of this interaction, be sure to check out our coverage of Mr. Riley's trial on Audit the Court in the link down below. Overall, Officer Oliver gets an F for blatantly tampering with evidence on the scene, conducting a questionable search based on dubious probable cause, and for exercising extremely poor discretionary decision-making. Officer Oliver's conduct raised serious questions about her integrity as an officer and her adherence to constitutional and statutory obligations. Considering the totality of her Welcome to Audit the Court, where
what signs of impairment are. See, you're going to learn throughout today's trial that impairment isn't necessarily falling on the floor drunk or tipping over, struggling to walk. It can be something as simple as your vision is affected when I take my glasses off. It can be something as simple as not being able to follow instructions, struggling to find documents. It can be something as simple as slurring your words.
That's not. No, lawyer, I'm sorry. I eat your ass up in court.
But members of the jury,
ooh, I eat her
there's
up.
another sign that we expect for you to see in this trial. Anger and aggression and an outburst of emotion. That's another thing to look for as we proceed. The second charge in today's case is that the defendant was driving with a suspended or revoked license. Now, this charge has three different elements that we have to prove to you here today. The first element is that the defendant drove a motor vehicle upon a highway in this state. Now, that applies to any roadway really here in Florida. So if you hear that the defendant was driving down, we expect that you'll hear that the defendant was driving down Monroe Street when this incident occurred, that he was driving a vehicle. That brings us to our second element. Number two, that at the time he was operating his vehicle, his license was suspended. You're going to learn in today's trial that the Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles issued a notice of suspension to the defendant. Not once, not twice, but 3 times before he was stopped on May 7th of 2023. They sent this notice to his P.O. box that he specifically requested them to send his mail to. So we expect that we're going to establish that element here today.
Okay, I mean, you can't really do too much
Third,
with that driving license.
We have to prove that at the time the defendant knew that his license was suspended. And this kind of plays with element 2. We expect that you're going to learn that because the defendant had access to his P.O. box, he had the ability to know of it, and he had notice of it because he was sent it 3 times in the mail. 3 times. Now, the judge is going to instruct you that anything I say during opening statements, and if the defense chooses to give an opening statement, that anything they say should not be considered evidence. While we're doing in opening statements, this is a general guideline, a roadmap as to what you can expect in today's trial. Kind of like painting a picture. So
okay.
That's what I want to do.
Let's see the defense.
It's May 7th, 2023. 2 Tallahassee Police Department officers are on the side of the road on North Monroe Street, responding to a completely different traffic stop. And as they're responding to this different traffic stop, they notice a vehicle traveling at a high speed, whipping down the street over the speed limit. And at first glance, it might sound like it might just be a speeding ticket, but it wasn't just an ordinary, usual speeding incident. This wasn't an ordinary traffic stop. Because the issue is that the vehicle was traveling with no headlights on. Like I said, this happened at 2 a.m. in the morning with no headlights on. on North Monroe Street, which is a busy road. So seeing that this car is driving down the road with no headlights over the speed limit, one of those officers, her name's
Bro said
Officer
he had a tracker,
Kirsten
so
Oliver.
I don't think he was
You're going to
going
hear
over the
from her
speed
today.
limit.
She's going to get on the stand. She's going to testify about her observations. She's going to tell us about how she hopped into her patrol vehicle and decided to pursue the vehicle, how she had to speed up to try to catch up with it. And as soon as she's finally close enough to finally put her headlights on and her emergency lights, you're going to learn about the defendant's driving pattern. You're going to learn that he was swerving.
If you live in a Louisiana zip code and have 0 DUIs in the last 5 years,
Occupant of it. When she approached the vehicle, she noticed one individual alone. You will see the truth, and the truth is that the defendant is guilty.
An opening statement is the initial address given to the jury by each side at the beginning of a trial. It provides the jury with an outline of the facts that the attorneys expect the evidence will prove, but it is not itself considered evidence that the jury may consider in reaching a decision. In her opening statement, Ms. Hershey sought to minimize the importance of Officer Oliver's handling of the liquor bottle, characterizing it as an unintentional error and directing the jury's attention instead to other evidence of impairment to support her case. Assistant Public Defender Desiree Goodfellow gives an opening statement summarizing
Desiree, you public defender, you better turn up, bro. You better turn. This is an easy one. This is an easy slam dunk.
Mr. Riley's case, arguing that Officer Oliver manufactured evidence against Mr. Riley by falsely claiming that she smelled marijuana and opening and partially emptying the alcohol bottle.
Calvin Riley is innocent. This case involves an officer planting evidence. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. What you are going to see from the officer is shocking. It is egregious. It is outrageous. It is.
See, you need some more emotion with this shit, shorty. This shit's shocking. It's egregious. It's outrageous. You gotta give it to him,
Not an
shorty.
innocent mistake. There is literally an officer on camera making evidence where none existed. And I expect all of you will get to see with your own eyes. Officer Kirsten Oliver of the Tallahassee Police Department stopped Mr. Riley for his headlights being out. She claims she smells marijuana. You will hear Mr. Riley protest. He does not smoke marijuana. The claim that she smells marijuana is what lets her search the vehicle. Officers remove Mr. Riley from his car, put him in a patrol car, and then search his vehicle. They of course find no marijuana, not one bit. And that's for the simple reason that Mr. Riley does not smoke marijuana. However, it is what she does next that is truly shocking. Officer Oliver reaches in Calvin Riley's vehicle, grabs a full, sealed, unopened bottle of liquor, cracked it open. You will actually hear the plastic seal break. It is a distinct sound. You're going to see it from the angle of her own body camera. She was too brazen to even bother turning it off. She then pours out some, but not all of the liquid, puts the cap back on, and then tosses the bottle back into his vehicle. She then lies and tells the officers that she found an open bottle. Mr. Riley was pulled over on his way home. I expect you will hear that while he was driving home, Officer Kirsten Oliver pulled him over for not having his headlights on. You will see how a simple traffic stop escalated based on what I expect you will hear Officer Oliver herself testify were actually just assumptions. You will hear from officers that Mr. Riley smelled like marijuana, but that's not even possible because as you will hear, Mr. Riley does not smoke marijuana, nor lets anyone smoke marijuana in his car. I expect that you will hear that no marijuana was found in the vehicle when officers searched it. Just a phantom marijuana smell. Mr. Riley has been charged with driving under the influence and driving while license suspended or revoked. You will learn that officers claim to initially have arrested Mr. Riley for driving while license suspended or revoked, and not DUI because they didn't have probable cause for DUI when they arrested him. The judge will instruct you that the state must prove Mr. Riley had knowledge that his license was suspended when he was driving. You will hear Officer Oliver assume Mr. Riley knew without any actual proof. This is important because they are required to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that he knew his license was suspended. The state will rely on the officer's ability to smell. However, you will not see evidence that they found anything consistent with that smell. Judge Jones will instruct you that reasonable doubt comes from 3 places: the evidence itself, conflicts in the evidence, and a lack of evidence. Pay close attention to the evidence, not only the evidence you see and hear today, but also what you don't see and hear today. When at the close of evidence you have reasonable doubts as to what actually occurred, when the government has not expelled all reasonable explanations from your mind, justice requires that your verdict be not guilty. The evidence will show the police created a crime where none existed.
While the state argued that Officer Oliver's conduct was merely an unintentional and inconsequential policy error, the defense maintained that she deliberately planted evidence in Mr. Riley's vehicle to fabricate a crime that did not exist. After a recess, the jury re-enters the courtroom, and the state calls Officer Oliver to the stand as the first witness in the case.
Why waste another summer not loving your body?
With Base 44, we turned that question into a successful...
If you'll just stop about right there, the clerk's going to swear you in. State, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good afternoon. Could you please introduce yourself to the members of our jury?
Hello, I'm Officer Oliver with the Tallahassee Police Department.
Now, I want to turn your attention to a specific date. Do you recall May 7th of 2023?
Yes.
Okay. So, specifically before 2 a.m., can you tell the jury what you were doing?
So before 2 a.m., I was doing my regular patrols. I may have stopped a few cars. Directly before 2 a.m., I was back up for another officer for their traffic stop, just making sure that they were okay and safety reasons.
You said there was another officer you were with. Which officer was that?
That was Officer Muth.
Okay. Margaret Muth?
Yes.
Okay. So while you're at this different traffic stop, is there anything unusual that you notice on the roadway?
While I was on the traffic stop, I noticed a vehicle traveling behind me at a high rate of speed, and then I noticed that their headlights were off.
How fast are we talking about?
I would say faster than the speed limit, which was 45 in that area, so I would say maybe about 10 miles over the speed limit.
Okay. And I just want to be clear for the record, did you have any type of device that was able to ascertain exactly how fast he was going?
No.
Okay. So is it safe to say that that was something based on just your observation?
Objection, leading.
That's not leading. Overruled.
Is it safe to say that your observation was, or your assessment of the speed was based on your observations?
Yes.
Okay. Is that something that you do in other traffic investigations or traffic stops?
Yes.
Okay. Can you describe to the jury the driving pattern of this vehicle?
Yes. So the vehicle that I saw was traveling without headlights on. It was traveling at a speed above 45. When I got behind it, it was starting to slow down, but it wasn't stopping. My blue lights were on, and the vehicle was kind of swerving in and out, crossing the line into the right-hand lane next to it, and it was kind of just going in and out of the lanes, the lane it was in and then the lane next to it.
So you see the vehicle put its blinker on. Does it get over into the right-hand lane after that?
No.
Does it pull over to a shoulder?
No.
Where does it go?
It pulls into a left-hand turning lane, still slightly in the lane that it was in originally.
Can you tell us what the defendant appeared like to you based on your training and experience when you first made contact with him?
When I first made contact with him, before all of the conversation started, I noticed that his eyes were watery and that they were kind of bloodshot.
You mentioned that he looked into a center console.
Yes.
Okay. So later in your investigation, or actually, did you notice any containers or cups near that center console later in your investigation?
Yes. There was a Tervis tumbler.
Okay. Were you able to determine what was in that Tervis tumbler?
Not the exact contents, no.
What, from your understanding, based on your observations and your training experience, what was in that?
I smelled it, and it smelled to be alcohol.
Okay. When you were doing this, were you able to locate the defendant's information?
Yes, I was. I was able to verify it.
Okay. When you were able to verify him, did it have a picture of him?
It did.
Did it give you information about his driver's license?
Yes, it did.
Okay. So when you saw this, were you able to determine whether or not his driver's license was active at that time?
I was.
What was the result?
It said that it was suspended.
Objection.
Grounds.
Hearsay.
Overruled.
So walk us through your thought
Hearsay.
process when you were
What?
trying to determine if you
Good
had
try,
received
but
notice
no.
of the suspension.
So when I spoke to him earlier, he said that he was coming from 429 West Brevard.
Bro, that's such a public defender. This motherfucker say hearsay. What? That his fucking license was suspended? Everybody know that shit. Why the fuck is that hearsay?
And when I saw the address as the residential
Even he
address
knew
that's
that shit.
listed on his driver's license, typically that is the address that you are residing at. And so when he mentioned the address, along with the address being the same on David, his driving record, I assumed that he received the notice of his suspension at that address, and therefore he knew that his license was suspended.
Officer, can you describe to us where exactly you found this vodka bottle?
Yes, so there was a cover on the seat, as you can see, and right where your knees would sit, like behind your knees, there's a little pouch, and it just kind of opens up if you stick your hand in there, and that's where I located the vodka.
Ready to win big with Zinn? In the Win with Zinn sweepstakes, you could win $100,000.
This is what she finna get eaten. This is what she either
It
gotta
said
tell the
vodka
truth
on the bottle.
or perjure herself on fucking on the fucking stand.
Or play any role in your decision to have him placed under arrest for driving under the influence or driving with a suspended license?
No, because it was found post his arrest.
Officer, we just saw you dump out some alcohol, so I want to walk through this with you. What was your understanding of whether or not this bottle was opened when you first found it?
I did not know whether or not it was opened.
Did you check to see if it was opened?
When I went to open it, yes.
Did you initially think it was opened?
I believed it to be yes.
At what point did you realize that it was not open?
When the seal broke.
Did you have to review your body-worn camera footage again to hear the seal break?
Yes, there was a lot going on at this traffic stop.
So when you dumped out this alcohol, why did you do that?
So typically when I find alcohol in a vehicle, whether it's a DUI investigation or just open container, because we all have discretion in misdemeanor crimes, we can choose whether to charge somebody with something or not. And in this case, I dump alcohol out if I find it. He was not charged with it. So my intention of dumping it out was solely to dump it out and get it out of the car. That was it.
When questioned by the state, Officer Oliver testifies that she dumped the alcohol out in order to, quote unquote, get it out of the vehicle. However, under Tallahassee PD General Order 42,
she only poured a little bit out. She ain't empty the fucking bottle. She poured a fucking tiny bit
on
out.
impounding and controlling of property and evidence, officers are required to ensure evidence is not contaminated beginning from the time of seizure to the completion of impoundment, and to maintain a documented chain of custody from the time the department takes possession until lawful disposal. Now, while the policy does authorize officers to destroy and properly dispose of drug paraphernalia when certain conditions are met, there is no similar provision for alcohol. Accordingly, it is nearly certain that Officer Oliver's actions violated the Tallahassee PD's policies on evidence handling.
What other signs of impairment can you tell us about that you noticed?
So the excessive talking, the aggression, the constant just yelling over us, and the just talking about the same things over and over again, asking about the phone, and just repetition.
Did you ever raise your voice at the defendant?
No, I did not.
After the state completes its direct examination of Officer Oliver, the court takes a brief recess before continuing to cross-examination by defense counsel.
Officer Oliver, you pulled Mr. Riley over for 2 reasons:
correct?
Correct.
No headlights is one of them, correct?
Correct.
And you believed he was speeding.
Yes.
You were actually at another roadside stop when you saw him.
Correct.
You didn't use a radar gun.
I did not.
You didn't use any speed measurement device.
I did not.
You just assumed.
Based on my training, yes.
You left the other stop.
Yes, I did.
You got behind Mr. Riley within a few seconds.
Yes.
You actually follow him for a while without even activating your lights.
No, that's not correct.
That's not correct.
No.
So that's your testimony here today.
Yes.
And you had your body-worn camera on during this time, correct?
Correct.
To be clear, you actually followed him for a while without even activating your police lights.
Objection asked and answered.
Sustained.
I was just clarifying, Your Honor, because previously I said lights.
Okay. Ask the question.
You actually followed him for a while without even activating your police lights, correct?
Incorrect.
That's your testimony here today.
Yes.
You were wearing a body-worn camera.
Correct.
You've received training on TPD's requirements for use of body-worn camera.
Correct.
Per policy for all traffic stops, your body-worn camera is required to be on.
Correct.
You did not activate your body-worn camera until you got in your car to pull him over.
Correct.
We see you following him.
Correct.
But your body-worn camera doesn't record him driving.
No, it's on my chest. You can't see it.
There is no footage of his driving pattern.
Negative.
That's incorrect?
I'm sorry, that's correct. There's no camera footage.
Your testimony is that he swerved in the road to pull over.
Correct.
But none of that is captured on your camera.
It's not.
Objection asked and answered.
Sustained.
Your testimony today is that he was swerving in and out into a right-hand lane, going in and out of lane.
You trying.
Correct?
Correct.
In your initial report, written the morning of his arrest, all you indicated, though, was swerving.
Is that a question?
Correct? Is that all that you put in your initial report?
I don't know. I don't have my report in front of me.
Would seeing your initial report refresh your recollection?
Yes, ma'am.
Now you've looked at your police report. It's true that on that report, you indicated just swerving, correct?
Objection. Improper refreshment.
Sustained.
Were you sexually abused by staff, guards, or other adults in a juvenile detention center? Many victims have already
She
received.
was waiting to play that with like a fucking Uno card. Fucking bitch. Hold on. I gotta run that back a couple seconds.
Improper refreshment.
Sustained.
May I confer, Your Honor?
Commissioner?
Where you pulled Mr. Riley over was in the turn lane by the median, correct?
Correct.
There was no shoulder on the right for him to pull over to.
No sidewalk.
He uses his left blinker
Yes.
to indicate that he's turning to the left.
Yes.
You testified that you thought his eyes were glossy.
Correct.
He's wearing glasses, correct?
Yes.
The day of, he was wearing glasses, correct?
Yes.
And you wrote a report on May 7th, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you swore to tell the truth in that report, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And in that report, you never said anything about him having bloodshot eyes. Correct?
Okay. Yes, correct.
You also did a deposition, is that correct?
Correct.
In which you were sworn to tell the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
And in that deposition, you also never said he had bloodshot eyes.
Okay.
So while you're at the window, he begins looking for the items you requested.
Yes.
Correct? He gives you his name and date of birth.
Yes.
He tells you that he can't find his license.
Correct.
Actually, when you search the car, you don't find it.
I don't.
When you called Officer Muth for backup, that's because you already suspected DUI, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
But you weren't 100% certain it was a DUI.
No, ma'am.
In fact, at that point, you hadn't even smelled anything, correct?
I was unsure. Yes, ma'am.
During the search, you found a bottle of alcohol, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And that was found in a pouch on the front of the driver's seat?
Yes, ma'am.
During that search, you didn't find any marijuana.
No, ma'am.
You didn't find any joints.
No, ma'am.
You didn't find any paraphernalia.
No, ma'am.
You didn't find any evidence of marijuana besides a smell.
Yes, ma'am.
Before finishing the search, you went back to that 20-gram bottle that you left on the driver's seat.
Yes, ma'am.
And you picked up that bottle.
Yes, ma'am.
You opened that bottle.
Yes, ma'am.
That bottle was sealed before you opened it.
Yes, ma'am.
And so you twisted the top of the bottle.
Yes, ma'am.
And you broke the seal.
Yes, ma'am.
And after you opened it, you dumped out the contents.
Yes, ma'am.
You dumped it onto the road.
Yes, ma'am.
Then you put the top
Look at the
back
judge
onto
looking
the bottle.
away.
Yes.
And then you put the bottle back into the car.
Yes, ma'am.
You threw it on the passenger side.
I did.
And has that always been your testimony?
Everything that you just asked. I did not know that I opened the bottle in my original testimony.
At a pretrial hearing, you swore to tell the truth, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you testified that you didn't unseal it. Objection, Your Honor.
Overruled.
Yes.
So, at that time, that was a lie.
Unknowingly, yes.
And officers rely on each other to write reports.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's because not every officer sees everything.
Correct.
And not every officer writes a report.
Correct.
Usually there's a primary officer.
Yes, ma'am.
And they're the ones who write the primary report.
Yes, ma'am.
In this case, Officer Muth was the officer who wrote the primary report.
Correct.
And you told Officer Muth about the bottle.
Yes, ma'am.
And you told her about the bottle because you were using it as evidence.
I told her that I found a bottle of vodka in the driver's seat. Now, whether she used it or not as evidence, that was up to her.
But she only knows anything about that bottle because of you.
Yes, ma'am.
And like you said, she put that in her report.
She put an opened bottle, correct?
And you would agree that an empty bottle would be evidence of a DUI.
Yes.
And that's an open bottle that you created.
Yes.
So you're the one who created the big evidence of the DUI.
I don't know if she used it as evidence.
Earlier today, you testified that you didn't get his middle initial, correct?
Correct.
And you said that you didn't even ask him for his middle initial, correct?
Correct.
Because you thought that he wouldn't give you his middle initial.
Correct.
Despite him willingly giving you his name without any problems.
Yes.
Nothing further right now, Your Honor.
Defense counsel finishes the cross-examination of Officer Oliver, after which the state will have the opportunity to question Officer Oliver again on what is called a redirect examination, where the attorney who originally called the witness may ask follow-up questions to clarify or rehabilitate their testimony. Questioning during redirect is limited to matters that were raised during cross-examination.
What big evidence was in this car when it was being towed?
The only evidence I know of is she mentioned the bottle of alcohol.
She couldn't say shit, bro.
The only evidence I know of is she mentioned the bottle of alcohol in the cup that smelled like alcohol.
Okay. Officer, was that big evidence to your decision to arrest the defendant?
No.
Okay. When you're interacting with the defendant, can you describe to us how he smelt to you at that time?
He smelled overwhelmingly of alcohol.
When you were searching his vehicle, what did the vehicle smell like?
It smelled like alcohol and marijuana.
In your experience as an officer, is it uncommon to come across somebody or their vehicle that has an odor of marijuana and then not find marijuana inside?
Very often, yes.
Officer, was the alcohol bottle already in the vehicle when you searched it?
Yes, it was.
Now, I know we already covered this originally, but the defense brought this up, so I want to cover it again with you. When you opened the bottle of alcohol, did you have any reason to believe that it was opened or sealed? Objection, Your Honor. Asked and answered.
Overruled.
I did not know until it was opened that it was sealed.
The defense also asked you questions about whether or not you told Officer Muth that it was open. We watched the body-worn camera footage here in court. To your recollection of it, do you recall ever hearing yourself tell Officer Muth that the bottle was open?
No.
I would say it's like having another producer in the room that knows exactly what your song needs. This is co-producer, the fastest way to find samples that fit your track.
After Ms. Hershey completes her redirect, Judge Jones allows Officer Oliver to step down from the stand. The trial was continued on Monday, April 8th, and after the court acquitted Mr. Riley on the driving with a suspended license charge, the jury found him guilty on the driving under the influence charge. As a result of the conviction, Mr. Riley was sentenced to 10 days in jail, 6 months of probation, 50 hours of community service, and a 6-month driver's license suspension. On April 17th, 2024, Mr. Riley filed a motion for a new trial, and on On June 12th, Judge Jones denied the motion. Mr. Riley then filed an appeal on June 17th, and on August 15th, 2025, the First District Court of Appeal of Florida affirmed his conviction. The preservation of evidence is central to the integrity of any criminal case, and in this investigation, Officer Oliver's handling of the liquor bottle fell far short of both departmental and constitutional standards. Not only did she open a sealed bottle, she emptied only part of its contents and then casually tossed it back into the passenger seat, creating the impression of tampering rather than careful treatment of evidence. Although she later testified that her intention was merely to quote-unquote get it out of the vehicle, this explanation does not align with established evidence handling protocols and does little to dispel the suspicion created by her unjustifiable decision to pour out only part of the bottle and then toss it back into the seat. These suspicions are particularly heightened by the fact that Officer Muth claimed in her probable cause affidavit that an open bottle was found in Mr. Riley's vehicle, using the tampered with bottle as evidence against him. While Officer Oliver's true motives cannot be known with certainty, these inconsistencies undermine her credibility and raise troubling questions about whether the jury in this case was asked to weigh evidence that had already been compromised. Let us know if there's a case or courtroom interaction that you'd like us to cover in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and share so that we can foster a more informed society.